plastic, it's fantastic in a Barbie world. Here, everything is just like in reality. Hanging with friends, fun, and relaxation. Let's add some interesting details to your doll's life. Check out our new video. For the first idea, take a plastic straw. Cut off one end. Put a drop of glue on one side and glue the walls together. Squeeze some toothpaste into the tube from the other side. Seal it with another drop of glue and take an ink container from a ballpoint pen. Cut off a small piece from the end. Glue it to the wide side of the tube instead of the neck. Cover the tube with colored paper and fasten a logo. Make the tube functional. Pierce a hole in the neck with a needle. Mini toothpaste is ready! Barbie is taking her oral hygiene to another level. Be like Barbie. Do not forget to brush your teeth regularly. Next, we'll tell you what can be made from small hair ties. Hot glue one side of a tie to get a closed sole. And gently glue the other on the other side. Glue ears made out of foam paper on top and decorate with googly eyes. Use a capillary pen to draw a nose. The first fitting is so scary, but it seems like the shoes are perfect. Bunny slippers are so funny and so comfortable. And now take a couple of lids from chip containers and a couple of sparkly glue rods from a hot glue gun. Cut a small piece from the rods with a box cutter and glue them to the outside of one of the lids to make legs. Now put the table on its legs and pour dry sequins in the lid. Distribute them evenly over the surface and cover the structure with a second lid. Carefully glue the junction and mask it with sequins. Done! The table turned out very glamorous, but Barbie couldn't have it any other way. She can invite her friends. For the next idea, take a bottle of liquid soap with a dispenser and a piece of wire. Cut off the top of the bottle from the neck. Disassemble the dispenser and remove the cap. Put it on the neck. Now take some stained glass paint and make a drawing on top of the plastic. To speed up the process and distribute the paint evenly, you can use a brush. Draw small details after the main background is dry with thin fabric paint. Now take the wire and pass it through the neck. Attach an LED with batteries to it. Use an elastic band. The result is a lamp with a stained glass shade. Looks very stylish. Next, you need a bowl with gypsum powder and some napkins. Add some water in the bowl and mix the powder to get an even mass. Add a drop of dye to the mixture. Stir thoroughly. Dip a napkin into the plaster solution. Soak it thoroughly. And now take a bottle from Soap Bubbles. Take the napkin out of the plaster and hang it to dry on the bottle like this. Carefully straighten the edges. The plaster has dried and turned into a wonderful floor vase. Spring bouquets are always really beautiful. And what are your favorite flowers? And now take 2 plastic pipettes. Cut a piece of the same size from each of them using a box cutter. Close each of the tubes with stoppers like this. Take a piece of a rod from a ballpoint pen and attach it across the tubes. Color the binoculars with black paint. Make lenses from a pair of rhinestones. Attach a strap made out of a braid. You made miniature binoculars! You can now go observe nature or spy on your ex. For this idea, take a metal container from candies. Remove the lid from it and take a balloon. Cut off the narrow part of the balloon. You will not need it. Cover the walls of the jar with self-adhesive colored paper and put the wide part of the balloon on it. Tighten the elastic thoroughly so that it springs. Mask the place of the junction with a rubber band of a bright color. Glue legs, shaped like wooden hearts, to the bottom. Trampolining is always really fun. It's fun and active. It's a pity that making our own trampoline is not as easy as Barbie's. Next, we'll tell you what you can turn a cork into. Cut off a small disc from it. Stick a toothpick in the center. Next, take a roll of toilet paper. Wind off a little of it. Put a bead on the free edge of the toothpick. Cut a strip of paper across the width of the free end of the toothpick. Go over the surface of the toothpick with a glue gun. Glue one end of the paper strip to it. Gently wind, forming a roll. Put a stand with paper towels on the dressing table. How did Barbie ever live without this? And now take a plastic keychain. Take the paper out of it and instead insert your favorite photo of Barbie. With the help of a glue gun and multicolored half beads, decorate a frame around the outline. And now take a wooden stick and an eraser. Cut off a small piece of the stick using pliers. Cut off a piece in the shape of a hammerhead from the eraser using scissors. Put it on the stick like this. The tool is ready! Start hammering nails into the wall. Only be careful of your fingers and hang the photo in the frame on it. It looks great and Ken didn't even need to help. For the next idea, you will need a plastic straw. Cut off a small piece from it. Go over the cuts on a piece of foam paper. Cut out circles and seal the pieces of straw with them. Cut a small strip from foam paper and glue it to the piece instead of a handle like this. Write a logo with a permanent marker. A pink portable speaker is so cute! And Barbie knows a lot about good music. And now take a small plastic bottle and a sheet of glossy colored paper. Cut the bottom from the bottle with a box cutter and carefully cover it with colored paper. Make holes in the upper part with an awl, a pair of holes on each side. And now take a couple of pieces of decorative wire and pass them through the holes. Secure the handles, bending the wire like this. Barbie's friends will die of envy when they see her new purse. What brand is it? Did you get it on sale? Next, take a few multicolored packages of air clay and roll a few small balls of different colors. Shape each of the balls into a long, thin roll. Connect them together and twist it like this. And now turn the roll into a circle. Insert a toothpick into the candy from one side. Cut off the extra part of the stick with pliers. What a delicious candy! Minding your figure is great, but you should let yourself eat something yummy too. Do you like to eat chips sometimes? You should share them with your doll. Sprinkle a few chips on a plate and break them into small pieces. Take a printed mini version of the package. Coat the joints with a glue stick and glue them together to make a real package. Pour the chips into the package. It can be so great to have some junk food! For this idea, take a couple of buttons. Put a dot on one side with a hot glue gun. Attach one end of a foam paper strip to it like this. Surround the button with the strip and secure the strip at the joint. Now take some staples and attach them on both sides of the saucepan. Make another pot of a different size. It's no good for a real housewife to have just one pan in the kitchen. What are we having for dinner today? Did you like our new life hacks for Barbie? Which one seemed the most interesting and useful? Let us know in the comments. Subscribe to our channel, give this video a like, click on the bell, and share the video with friends.